Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Baxter Boxing. Nah, man, crazy news, man. This Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight, man. I can't believe it's the third time. They fought twice already, and the third time, they say, man, the third time is a charm. Now, any viewers have gotten Deontay Wilder's camp, and they're already talking to the training partners, and the training partners have some really interesting things to say about Deontay Wilder in his preparation for Tyson Fury. Now, it's wild because his training partner is not only talking about what he's doing in this fight, what Deontay Wilder is going to be doing in this fight for Tyson Fury, but he talks about Deontay Wilder's mental stability as well, as far as him being honed in for Tyson Fury. A lot of times, people just assume, oh, what is he working on in the ring? But boxing is really a mental game. And what happened with Deontay Wilder, with Tyson Fury, and the cheating scandals, the interviewers were asking questions like, how do you think Deontay Wilder is doing mentally? Do you think he's going to be able to keep composure in the fight with Tyson Fury when he gets to the ring? And will he go wild again? Now, I'm going to get in some quotes for you guys, man. Now, apparently, this is from this guy, Shaw, right? This is about BoxingScene.com, and this is what Shaw said, man. This is one of Deontay Wilder's sparring partners. Now, he said, and I quote, "It's kind of cerebral. He's reserved, but it seems like he's at peace. He seems cool to me. It's not like, grr, I gotta get him back. Nah, he's like fight night they're gonna see. He's all business. That's one thing I can say. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited," Shaw told the Sun. Now, it's wild stuff, man, how the Sun got a hold of Deontay Wilder's camp. There's no doubt about it that, any UK media is trying to keep big tabs on Deontay Wilder, because if Tyson Fury gets stopped, this is devastating to their country. Let's keep it honest, man. I mean, the fact that they're a foreign company from a whole different, Britain's not close to America. Let's just say that, and they got in Wilder's camp. I seen that Deontay Wilder training at home, for God's sake, right? I mean, that takes a lot of work to do something like that, right? And they found Shaw, which I don't know who Shaw is. So was this an alias? I don't know, but this guy's not a big name. So they definitely did their research to find this guy Shaw, and they're definitely keeping big tabs on Deontay Wilder to see what he's working on. But that being said, I talked about his mental stability, and yeah, man, he said he's basically calm, man. He's chill, and he's wants to see it, man. He wants to see the fight. He says Wilder's just all business, man. He said, when they see me, they see me, and we all know what that means in Black vernacular. That means when you see me, it's going down. When you see me, what's up? We know what's happening when you see me. That means something bad is gonna happen. That's what that's what it means. It sounds real non-threatening, but if you're really a part of the culture, yeah, that means when you see me, it's going down, man. That's what it really means. But now Shaw talks about what he's been working on in camp, and I'm gonna get some quotes with that. He says, "Hopefully, we will see a different Deontay with the different things that he's doing in camp, and that Malik Scott is adjusting to and adapting to him. I see Deontay working on those things. It's only gonna tell on fight night, but he's definitely trying new things. He's not just trying to hunt you down with one big shot." And this is crazy, man, because I had a weird hunch on what Deontay Wilder was working on. I knew that Deontay Wilder was not just working on hitting Tyson Fury with one big shot. I was talking about it earlier, how he was looking left hand heavy. And that means the guy is hitting you with more than one punch, right? And the guy is hitting you with more than one punch. So that being said, man, I'm gonna read one last quote for this guy, because I have to break every paragraph down because it seems important to me. If he's not trying to land one big shot, he's trying to throw combinations. Let's just be honest. Let's read this last quote, and then I'll weigh in on it. But he says, "I think one of the mishaps he had before was thinking guys who have to be perfect for 12 whole rounds. All it takes is for me to land. All it takes for me is 1 second to change the fight. Even though that's true, it can go either way. It is heavyweight boxing, and one punch can change a fight for Deontay Wilder or Fury. Trying those things and working on them, actually executing them on fight night, is what is going to tell how this fight is really going to be. From my point of view, he's definitely working on new things." So there you guys have it, man. He's saying that he's working on things on camp, but we'll see if they can be executed in the ring. And basically anyone can knock out anyone in the heavyweight division, because it's the heavyweight division. That being said, this guy talks about how Deontay Wilder's been working on new things. Now, Deontay Wilder has always been known for throwing a 1-2, a jab straight right. Deontay Wilder has been known to throw a jab straight right left hook. If you actually watch the fight, in the 12th round, the first fight, Deontay Wilder threw a jab, hit Tyson Fury with a straight right, and then follows with left hook. That's a 1-2. That's a 3-punch combination right there. So what's new things for Deontay Wilder? Well, new things for Deontay Wilder is throwing more than 3 punches, right? It's called a combination. You know what I mean? That's facts. So Deontay Wilder is working on new things. The only thing I can conclude outside of walking guys down, cutting the ring off, is defensive skills and combinations. You know, this is what Shaw is telling the Sun. And this is a really big deal for Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder is quick. People don't talk about it too much, but his right hand is quick, but he's only really throwing one shot. But if you actually watch him, he's extremely quick. There's many times where he beat guys with one hand, right? That means his left hand is quicker than what people assume. To the point where he can beat you to the punch. If you trade with Deontay Wilder, there's a good chance that Wilder's gonna land first. You know, ask Luis Ortiz when he fought Deontay Wilder. You know, when it comes to counter punching with the right hand, Deontay Wilder's gonna land first. But if it comes to combination punching, if Deontay Wilder really wants to throw a combination, you can never say in his career that you've seen a time where Deontay Wilder really wanted to throw a combination with someone else. And it wasn't all power. It was actually meant to be a combination. Because sometimes Deontay Wilder, the guy's a power puncher. So he's always throwing full power shots. So when he's throwing a combination, that's not truly a combination. That's the hard punches back to back. But Deontay Wilder in this instance is working on new things. Therefore, I'm assuming he's thinking he's talking about defensive prowess and combinations. So this is a game changing for Deontay Wilder, man. Obviously he's working on body shots. I've seen that as well. And even on the body shots, he's throwing more than one. You know, I've seen him do triple body shots. I've seen him do double left hooks. You know what I mean? I've seen him do a lot of things in this camp that's just, it seems basic at a boxing level, but this is Deontay Wilder. He has the highest knockout ratio in boxing history. This is a different kind of Wilder. Now, like I said earlier, man, this is wild that the Sun even got a hold of this guy Shaw. You know, it's funny. I see a lot of content creators from the UK talking about how, you know, Alabama's in the sticks. He's just, you know, in a country, and Alabama is country, man. You know, you can't just access to Alabama like that, even in America. You know, it's hard to go to these places and find some of these people. And the Sun's finding obscure sparring partners. Big taps on Wilder's camp, man. You know, Wilder said he got rid of a lot of snakes, but God knows, man. God knows, man. You know, those interview checks from Boxing Scene or the Sun, they might be big money. You know what I mean? Talk to Sugar Hill about that. He knows about those UK checks. You know what I mean? Those big checks over there, big checks. You know, there's a lot of reasons why a lot of American fighters who the career don't go how it should, you know, they have a second career in Britain. Look at someone like Shannon the Cannon Briggs, right? The people in the UK will throw big money at you to showcase your talents. Big facts. If Adrian Broner went over to the UK right now, he could have a second revitalization in his career, and he'll beat like 98% of most people over there in the UK in the welterweight division, right? I mean, right now, Amir Khan's faded, Kell Brooks faded more than Adrian Broner. People talking trash about Adrian Broner, but the fact of the matter is, he doesn't have wear and tear on him like Amir Khan or Kell Brooks, right? He had one bad fight with the Madonna, and everything else was just him not trying, right? But Khan's been stopped multiple times. Adrian Broner has never been stopped. Kell Brooks has been stopped multiple times. Adrian Broner's never been stopped. Adrian Broner has never suffered an eye injury like Kell Brooks has. You know, he had 2 of his eye sockets broken. So there's just a lot of stuff that, you know, American fighters who are journeymen, more or less, they can go to the UK and have a revitalization in their career because there's just a lot of money to be made in boxing over there in the UK. Now, you know, I'm not saying Shaw is doing it, but to get a hold of that guy, it must be something. It must be something. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. This guy Shaw, man, he spills the beans. He spills the beans, man. Crazy stuff, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. GeoBoxing Empire. Peace. GeoBoxing Empire.